your presence is a true blessing. Tonight, I am entrusted with a very urgent and special message for the Divine Feminine. But before we begin, remember, these messages are channeled with love and may resonate differently with each of you. Embrace what speaks to your soul and gently take in and release what does not. Now, tonight's message goes out to a truly blessed Divine Feminine. One has touched many deeply, specifically a twin flame. Now I'm sensing an intense energy, a rush of realizations coming through from your twin flame who has been shrouded in silence and distance. I'm hearing whispers of solitude, hints of regret. As we delve deeper, let us see what the cards reveal about this twin flame. Okay. So the card that first presents itself tonight is the Tower of Revelation. This card is full of transformative energy, signaling that your twin flame has been immersed in profound contemplation. The thoughts consuming them, predominantly you, your shared soul connection, the spiritual distance that has perhaps stretched longer and deeper than either of you ever anticipated. In addition, there is a sense that this masculine energy, your divine counterpart, has chosen, perhaps out of fear or uncertainty, to navigate these waters in the shadows. They have been avoiding the luminescent truth of what you represent, yet there exists another facet to them. An unexplored side shadowed by the persona familiar to you, the one you hold dear. This hidden aspect, driven by a subconscious urge, seeks to keep certain realities about your connection at bay, likely overwhelmed by the intensity your presence invokes. This revelation is like a beacon guiding them back to their true self. It's a journey of self-discovery, inspired by the deep and transformative connection you share. Now the message is clear to me. They are starting to face the challenging and enlightening truths that your shared destiny brings into light. Now I'm going to do something a little different here, so I'm pulling from the Twin Flame Oracle deck today. And I want to start by asking, what do those listening to this reading need to know about their twin flame connection at this time? Wow, the first card that gracefully unfolds from the deck today is the Mirror Souls card, a potent symbol of twin flame connections within this oracle. This card, making its appearance in our spread, indicates that many of you tuning in might be deeply involved in a twin flame journey, irrespective of how this relationship manifests in the physical, tangible world. Particularly, I'm getting that this connection involves a divine masculine twin flame, and this insight resonates strongly for those who have felt a significant distance or separation, leading to inconsistencies in direct interactions or communication in the physical realm. Now, I'm also strongly detecting a significant blockage in the sacral chakra, especially within the divine masculine energy spectrum. Examining the energies portrayed by the divine masculine card, I'm captivated by the imagery of a phoenix, ready to rise from its ashes. This isn't just a visual cue, it's laden with profound meaning about the spiritual rebirth happening. The phoenix's readiness to ascend from the ashes symbolizes a powerful initiation or awakening within the divine masculine. This pivotal moment signifies a substantial spiritual evolution, where the divine masculine is not only facing, but also transcending past emotional and spiritual barriers. This rebirth suggests a readiness to embrace higher spiritual insights and capabilities, stepping into a more empowered and enlightened phase of their twin flame journey. With the cycle of harmony card appearing reversed, it suggests a scenario where it might feel like everything is unraveling. Yet, paradoxically, it's actually aligning more harmoniously than it appears. For some divine feminines connected to this reading, it seems you may be reflecting this blocked energy in your sacral chakra in a unique manner. For the divine masculine, the energy I'm sensing revolves around significant disruptions in his intimate social sphere. This includes deep friendships and romantic relationships. The sacral chakra, which not only governs our closest bonds, but also our ability to receive pleasure, enjoy life, and be fully present, is clearly under strain. There's a wave of change washing over his inner circle, impacting these relationships profoundly, whether they be romantic or platonic. This disruption manifests as a storm for the divine masculine, akin to a tumultuous sea uprooting ancient, sturdy trees along its shores. In contrast, for the divine feminine, this same energy is mirrored quite differently. For her, it feels like being gently pulled by the moon's tide towards greater openness and receptivity. This pull is not merely a nudge, but a guiding force. Events in the divine feminine's life are drawing him or her into a dance of surrender, a ballet of trust in the divine feminine's innermost instincts and guidance, allowing the divine feminine to embrace the present with a profound sense of peace and trust. Now, I want to say that for the divine feminine watching this video, I am hearing that many of you have been journeying through a profound lesson recently, one that involves learning how to be completely present with yourselves in your lives, allowing yourselves to savor the pleasures and beauties of the physical human experience. Many divine feminines tuning in are highly spiritual, and because of this, you may have found yourselves often immersed in your own energy, lost in contemplation of spiritual concepts and materials. However, at this time, you're being guided to channel all that wisdom you've absorbed. Whether it's come from external sources or from the rich, limitless cosmic library within you, accessed through meditation, introspection, or inner work. We're being called, as divine feminines, to take this spiritual knowledge and apply it actively to our human experience. This means pushing beyond the boundaries of our minds and stepping fully into the physical world to start creating. It's about infusing your spiritual activations into tangible actions and creations, engaging in daily life with a renewed sense of purpose. This shift is not just about internal growth, but about manifesting this energy externally, to open up to the joys and pleasures of being human, to reconnect with the world around you in vibrant, meaningful ways. This is a call to blend the ethereal with the earthly, to find harmony and joy in the balance between the spiritual and the physical realms. For many divine feminines watching this video, you might feel that the simple joys of human life have been out of reach, or perhaps you've been holding yourself back from them due to a deep immersion in your spiritual practices. But now, there's a strong push for you to open up, to become receptive, and to fully enjoy the present moments of your human existence. Here, the crown chakra card appears reversed, signaling a potent influx of spiritual insights, like a vast stream of spiritual data downloading into your consciousness, particularly significant for the divine feminines tuning in. And with the financial constraints and the angel of balance, alongside the third eye chakra in the upright position, wow, there's a lot unfolding here. This influx of spiritual information is illuminating areas in your life where you've faced restrictions or limitations. It's shining a light on any aspects of your life or self where love has been withheld, where you've denied yourself unconditional love. This might manifest in old habits embedded deep within, how you treat your body, your work habits, or how you engage in relationships. It's as if these patterns are being highlighted more intensely now, brought to the surface for a significant release. This process is helping divine feminines to step into a clearer understanding of their true self-worth and to make choices that honor themselves more deeply. You are encouraged to use your intuition, guided by that clear, active third eye chakra, to navigate these revelations, rather than relying on old mental scripts or past limitations. This is a time for transformation, to align more closely with your true essence, and to engage with life through a lens of self-respect and spiritual insight. I'm picking up on a specific message about the divine masculine or twin flame journey that may strike a chord with some of you. Many divine masculines are currently navigating deep internal transformations, but might still be caught in what feels like a whirlwind of chaos. The number 1111 keeps coming through, suggesting a powerful alignment or awakening that might resonate with someone watching. Additionally, the word frustration is strongly present. It appears that many divine masculines might be experiencing a phase where things seem persistently challenging, or where their efforts don't seem to yield the expected results. It's crucial to see this feeling of frustration not just as an obstacle, but as a part of their evolutionary journey. From our human perspective, it's natural to resist changes because we are wired to prefer stability and predictability. Yet, this ongoing frustration and the sense of being in chaos are not signs of failure, but are, in fact, indicative of a profound reshaping taking place within their spiritual path. This phase of disruption is vital, as it's clearing the way for growth and helping them align more closely with their higher self. The masculine in this scenario is going through a profound period of loss and revelation, particularly in the realm of personal relationships and connections. He is starting to see the true nature of the people around him, which could include karmic romantic connections, family members, or friendships that are of a lower vibrational, non-soul-based nature. This process of realization is revealing truths about those he has been closely associating with in the physical world. Divine Feminine, if you have been physically connected with this masculine for a while, you might have discerned the truth about some of these people and situations long before he did. I'm hearing that attempts by you, Divine Feminine, to highlight these truths in the past may have triggered the masculine to shut down, primarily because he was still clinging to old wounds, and was not ready to confront the reality of these relationships. There might be someone specific in his circle who is more interested in material gain from him, rather than a genuine soul-based connection. You may have sensed that this person was using him, and that something about this relationship was fundamentally misaligned. Although he was initially resistant to acknowledging these truths, I'm hearing a dawning realization now, an inner voice admitting, you were right. For any divine feminine listening who has pointed out these concerning elements within the masculine's close circle and witnessed his initial resistance or defensiveness, it appears he is now beginning to open his eyes to these realities. These connections are being uprooted and removed from his life as part of this cleansing process. Moreover, as these truths come to light, what is emerging within this masculine is a profound appreciation for you, divine feminine. I envision a masculine looking at a divine feminine, possibly with tears of warmth, love, and deep admiration in his eyes. This vision might be symbolic. Perhaps his attention is simply drawn to you more intensely, whether that's mentally, through online interactions, or in sporadic physical meetings. Additionally, I feel that for some masculines here, they almost feel as though they've been in this looping kind of dynamic, cycling around the same things or habits or situations over and over, and they're just now awakening to the truth of some kind of cycle, karmic pattern they've been in. And there is this sudden urgent push to break free of it, to break out of it, and to plant something in a new direction, with blossoming abundance in the upright position, with the number 333. Again, take these insights as they resonate with you personally. And as always, let your own intuition guide you through these revelations and the dynamics they unfold. I'm speaking to a very generalized energy dynamic coming through here for the masculines, with the Chariot card surfacing. I'm hearing identity evolution, particularly for those masculines in their earth years, in their 50s or 60s. This period might be labeled by others as a midlife crisis. But as I often mention on this channel, I don't agree with that term. What many refer to as a midlife crisis, or the now popular quarter-life crisis for younger individuals in their 20s, is really an awakening. It's a realization that one does not feel aligned with their current life trajectory, and a deep desire for radical changes to align with a completely new path. In this context, I'm also seeing the color brown, which could symbolize brown eyes, or it might represent something significant that's brown, a key object or symbol in your life. As I reshuffle the cards, I'm tuning into specific messages from this divine masculine to the divine feminine. For those of you deeply connected with this dynamic, I sense that the Stars Align card has a message for us. What does the divine masculine want to convey to the divine feminine? The card that emerges is Embrace the Cosmic Flow, symbolizing a significant phase in the lunar cycle. The divine masculine expresses, I am learning how to step forward as the awakened, healed divine masculine that I am destined to be. I am inspired by you, divine feminine, particularly when you are in your receptive state, fully embracing the present and open to receiving. Your ability to receive gracefully motivates me to advance positively, both in my personal development and in my approach towards you. So the next cards I'm drawn to are the open communication and healing time cards, which present an interesting dynamic. The open communication card is associated with the sign of Gemini, indicating that some divine masculines might reach out or share important messages during the upcoming Gemini season this summer. This timing suggests a window where verbal exchange will play a crucial role. With the healing time card, there's a sense that the divine masculine acknowledges there is still internal healing to be done before this period. He might not fully understand or articulate this consciously, but on a subconscious level, he feels a blockage. It's as though he's aware that he needs to resolve certain internal conflicts or conclude a healing process within himself before he can communicate effectively and openly with you. This healing is necessary to clear the way for the meaningful exchanges he wishes to have. Many masculines might not yet recognize this need for healing as a conscious thought. Rather, it's an intuitive understanding that something within needs mending before they can proceed with the conversations they aspire to have. Okay, so what can help or heal this masculine? The cards reveal the Wealth Withdrawn and Confused Advisor cards, both in reversed positions, which is intriguing. To gain further insight, I pull another card, Balanced Harmony, in the upright position. This combination suggests that the masculine's higher self, or soul, recognizes that when he operates from a place of unresolved issues or lower vibrational energy, it negatively impacts you, divine feminine. This might be why you felt compelled to establish boundaries or distance yourself from the connection temporarily. At a deeper soul level, the masculine understands that his actions, when unhealed, can inadvertently cause you to feel destabilized or disconnected from your own strength. His soul is aware that the true purpose of your connection is to catalyze profound healing and elevate each other's empowerment. He yearns to see you thriving in your full power and does not want to be the reason you falter. Therefore, as long as he perceives himself to be in an unhealed or imbalanced state, he may choose to limit communication, allowing himself the space to heal and ensure he doesn't disrupt your personal growth. This retreat is largely intuitive and subconscious. He might not even fully comprehend why he feels the need to pull back. It's as though he holds you in high regard, divine feminine, admiring you greatly. Yet he also recognizes that to fully engage with you and enter your life in a meaningful way, he must do so from a place of contribution rather than detriment. The healed, awakened divine masculine wishes to enrich the life of the divine feminine, seeking a relationship of mutual support and healthy give and take. If he senses he is not yet capable of this balanced exchange, he may withdraw energetically and emotionally from the connection, especially from the feminine he values the most. His retreat is a protective measure, driven by a desire to only come forward when he can genuinely contribute positively to your life. With the yin-yang card appearing again, it highlights a fascinating pattern in recent readings, focused on the divine masculine. Every time I've asked what the divine masculine wishes to communicate to the divine feminine, this card, often symbolizing the twin flame connection, emerges repeatedly. It suggests that the masculine acknowledges the deeply spiritual nature of your connection, whether or not he explicitly labels it as twin flames. He senses something profoundly spiritual unfolding between you both. For you, Divine Feminine, the cards Goal Within Reach and Believe in Miracles come forward. It seems as though the masculine's higher self is energetically cheering you on towards achieving a significant dream or goal. Additionally, your spirit guides or higher self are encouraging you, reminding you that what may seem nearly impossible from a physical human perspective might be much closer to fruition than you realize. They urge you to maintain your vision and faith, particularly in objectives that appear daunting, as you are likely much nearer to realizing these dreams than you might believe. The appearance of the Hanged Man card is also noteworthy. This card surfaced recently, highlighting a period of introspection and a need to view things from a different perspective. If you, Divine Feminine, feel as though you're in a state of suspension or facing delays, this card suggests that this pause is necessary for your spiritual growth and understanding. It's a call to reassess where you stand, particularly if you feel uncertain about which path to take. Your guides are encouraging you to embrace this period of waiting as an opportunity to gain deeper insights and clarity. There's a sense that this time of apparent inaction is actually a profound moment of preparation, setting the stage for a clearer, more enlightened path forward. This period of reflection is likely to unveil new directions or solutions that will help navigate through complexities that previously seemed insurmountable. Now, looking ahead in your life, the Ace of Cups stands out, signaling a powerful new start and opening new opportunities. This card is interesting because it often represents pregnancy. For some of you, this might mean you are trying to have a baby. However, for many, this pregnancy is symbolic, meaning you are full of new ideas, dreams, or plans for the next chapter in your life. These have been developing quietly, growing, and getting ready beneath the surface. It seems like whatever you've been dreaming about or working towards is almost ready to show up in your everyday life. If you've been focused on making something happen, putting energy into a special project or goal, the Ace of Cups suggests that you're very close to seeing your efforts pay off. Keep holding on to your dreams and keep pushing forward because your hard work is about to bring some exciting results. Now finally, I'm going to channel a little deeper into this awakened masculine energy. Indeed, we see this clarity emerging as symbolized by the Path of Choices card in its reversed position, revealing the unfolding of various options, choices, and opportunities. This could relate to love or career, such as leaving a current job or role and opening up to new possibilities. Similarly, in relationships, it could mean moving on from a past relationship or a specific person to welcome new connections and prospects. Take this message as it resonates with you, but there's a clear indication that letting go of past illusions or expectations, particularly those not aligning with your reality or not reciprocating your efforts, is necessary. The emergence of this new awakened masculine energy is further illustrated by the Family of Bliss card. This might signify a new or transformed individual entering your life, potentially leading to a marriage if that aligns with your desires. For others, it could simply represent the establishment of a secure, visible, and stable presence in your life, symbolizing a sort of happily ever after. Additionally, the Youthful Heart card highlights the nature of your connection with this person, characterized by love, comfort, and kindness, a relationship that resonates deeply and comfortably with you on an intuitive level. This card also suggests that this individual is in touch with their emotions and open about sharing how they feel about you. There might even be an age difference, with this person possibly being younger than you. I will also pull the Strategist of Clarity card, representing the Queen of Swords in traditional decks, to gather more insights about this awakened masculine energy or other dynamics discussed in this reading. This card urges you, Divine Feminine, to maintain clarity about your needs and desires across all aspects of your life, whether in romance, personal life, or professional environments. This clarity will guide you to make informed decisions that truly resonate with your deepest values and aspirations. Wow, okay, I think this is a good place to close off today's reading. Today's reading has been quite interesting, with a mix of different messages and dynamics. As I always mention, please take only on this video, it's no coincidence. You've experienced a quantum leap in your journey. Thank you to our current Patreon and YouTube supporters, and I will be reaching out to you individually in the coming weeks. Please let us know if you'd be interested in a version of our cards down in the comments. I'm feeling guided to start shuffling the cards to uncover more about this powerful shift you've stepped into. I'm sensing a timeline shift here, a realignment of energies. If you're here, it means we're on the same path, journeying through a timeline that has undergone profound transformation and upgrades. You might have felt this shift within, a deep inner change. Some of you might already sense it within your spirit, your energy, even if it hasn't fully materialized in your outer world just yet. Trust that this change is unfolding from within, radiating outward, and soon it will begin to reflect in all areas of your life. I'm sensing that for a long time, you may have been identifying with the experiences that happened to you, rather than recognizing who you truly are at your core. You can look back at those pivotal, groundbreaking moments that have shaped you into the person you are today. Yet there's always been this deep inner knowing that there's so much more to you, more than what you've been led to believe. Some of you might even feel a bit fearful of uncovering this truth, as it differs so greatly from the stories you've been told about yourself. This message is coming through for a very specific feminine energy who has been yearning to connect with her inner power. Yet there's been this feeling of being held back, as if something external has been standing in the way. It's important to understand that all these illusions in your life are now being shattered, one by one. Right now, you are being blessed with a fresh start, a clean slate. Your spiritual team, your ancestors, and your higher self are guiding you, leading you directly toward your next profound breakthrough. This message isn't for everyone. I'm feeling that very strongly. But again, I'm hearing that for those of you that clicked on this, It's going to resonate, and you'll know instantly that it's meant for you. This is for a feminine energy that is deeply attuned to the universe, one who is on a profound journey of remembering her true essence. If you've been experiencing intense emotions recently, it's because your soul is yearning for freedom. Many of you were chosen specifically to elevate the energy frequency and vibration of your bloodline. You may come from a lineage where, for generations, the sacred feminine energy wasn't fully honored or nurtured. This is why it's so crucial for you to step fully into your divinity in this lifetime, to embody and express the fullness of who you truly are. And today, I feel drawn to using the traditional tarot card deck. I'm going to shuffle around the deck and see what is waiting for you today. And immediately, we have the Eight of Cups and the Four of Swords reversed. I'm tuning into someone's energy here. And with this Four of Swords reversed, it feels like there's been a decision to move on from something that the ego was stubbornly holding on to. It's not so much about giving up as it is about releasing, letting go of something that's been a long-standing attachment, whether that's a job, a relationship, or even a certain belief. The ego often fears that letting go is a sign of defeat, but the Eight of Cups is all about walking away from what no longer serves you, seeking something deeper, something more aligned with your true self. This decision to release what was weighing you down is actually a step toward healing and finding your inner peace. And with the Ace of Swords in the upright position, I'm feeling that your clarity and desire for truth have grown stronger than your ego's need to maintain control. Take that as it resonates. That's how the guides are delivering it right now. The number 1 might also be connecting with someone here. The message with the Ace of Swords is one of breakthrough and mental clarity, cutting through the fog and seeing things as they truly are. The energy coming through strongly right now is reminding us that we can only give to others what we hold within ourselves. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can only share love, support, or freedom with others if you have first allowed yourself to experience these things. Many believe they can love others without truly loving themselves, or offer support without supporting their own needs, or set others free while still holding themselves back. Society often conditions us to believe that seeking our own fulfillment, our own freedom, or embracing self-love is selfish. Yet it's the very opposite. It's necessary for truly being able to give to others from a place of abundance and authenticity. Now, I'm feeling my emotions well up because as I read your energy, I see someone who has every reason to guard their heart, and yet here you are, standing with your heart wide open. I see this beautiful image of you with your hands outstretched, eyes closed, radiating pure love to everyone around you, even as arrows of pain and hurt are being sent your way. You may be someone who has felt emotionally attacked or betrayed, who has been hurt by those close to you. The love you've so freely given might not always have been returned in the way you deserved, yet you've continued to keep your heart open. I'm picking up that others in your past might have misunderstood your open-heartedness, seeing it as a weakness rather than recognizing it for the incredible gift it truly is. But let me tell you, this openness of heart, though some might see it as a sign of weakness or naivety, is actually your greatest shield, a divine force field of protection. Your heart is so connected to the spiritual realm that it creates an unbreakable barrier around you, repelling anything meant to harm or diminish you. Everything that has been thrown at you, every shadow meant to dim your light, you've transmuted into something beautiful. You've become the alchemist of your own pain, turning it into love and light. But I know, beautiful soul, that this journey hasn't been easy. It takes immense courage and strength to stay open-hearted in a world that often doesn't understand or appreciate it. I'm hearing very strongly for someone out there, and I believe that's you. You're either in the middle of or on the brink of making a choice that feels really heavy, maybe even terrifying. This could be tied to that person, that situation, or that part of yourself that you're feeling called to let go of. Those fears creeping in, the ones whispering, what if you're on the wrong path? What if this is a mistake? Those fears are lying to you. They are not your intuition. Your guides want you to know that true intuition feels different. It's that quiet whisper of excitement, that spark of freedom you feel deep within. It's that vision you have, the one so bold and expansive that it might even scare you a bit. But remember, it only scares the ego because the ego fears the unknown. Those fears aren't signs that you're on the wrong path. They're just echoes from a timeline you've shifted out of. And I don't know why, but I feel so guided to speak about these timeline shifts today. Let me know in the comments if you're experiencing a timeline shift of your own, because it feels like you're going through something massive, a major timeline shift, a significant upgrade. I've spoken before about parallel reality shifting, about taking a quantum breakthrough. These concepts are all interconnected, just different ways to describe what happens when you make a choice that radically changes your vibration, your frequency. It shifts your entire trajectory, transforming your life's path and the reality around you at an incredibly fast pace. And it's reminding me of the movie Back to the Future. You know, there's that scene where time travel takes a toll on the body, and the character feels disoriented or even sick after jumping through timelines. The guides are showing me that this is similar to what some of you might be experiencing right now. You've shifted timelines so quickly that you could be feeling some unusual physical or emotional sensations as a result. Emotionally, you might be dealing with waves of fear or doubt coming to the surface. Physically, I'm getting that some of you might be feeling a lot of activity around your solar plexus or crown chakra. For those feeling it in the solar plexus, it could manifest as nausea or sudden appetite changes. You might find yourself either ravenous or with no appetite at all. You could even notice some changes in your weight because of this. And through the crown chakra, this might show up as feeling a bit unsteady or dizzy, almost like your equilibrium is off. Your ego might be responding to this with anxiety, making you feel a bit lightheaded or off-kilter in ways that are hard to put into words. And of course, always check with a medical professional first. I'm not a doctor, so this is for those of you who've already explored the medical reasons behind these sensations and found no clear cause. If that's the case, these symptoms might be energetically based, a side effect of your powerful timeline shift, much like a time traveler feeling the effects of moving between realities. I don't know who needed to hear this today, but I really feel that someone's spirit guides are trying to get through with a powerful message. I'm picking up on someone who might have been looking back, reflecting on the course of a past relationship, a series of choices, maybe even the life or job path you've taken. Your ego might be leading you down those old memory lanes, bringing you back to those pivotal forks in the road and making you question, should I have chosen differently? Did I take the right path? But I feel your spirit guides stepping in strongly here, saying, not only was this the right choice, the right path, but it was truly the only path for you. You made those decisions for a reason, guided by a wisdom much deeper than the surface level. You are so much more connected to your intuition than you or even those around you might give you credit for. Trust in the choices you've made because they've brought you exactly where you need to be. I don't know why, but again, I'm feeling so guided to share all of this. This message must be incredibly relevant for someone listening right now. I'm going to switch to the Starseed Tarot deck now and see what further guidance comes through. Okay, the first card from the Starseed Tarot deck is the Cosmic Heart. The message here is, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. This is such a powerful card, and it's bringing up some really interesting energy. Let's pull a clarifying card to dive deeper. All right, we have the Void coming through next. I'm feeling that someone I'm tuning into right now is on a deep empathic level, absorbing someone else's feelings of emptiness or failure and taking that on as if it were their own responsibility. This is such a unique message and feels very specific to someone who needs to hear this. It may not resonate with everyone, but there is someone here who is energetically tied to someone who feels like they've made a mistake or failed in some way. You've been shouldering the emotional weight of this other person's perceived failure instead of allowing them to hold that burden themselves and make the necessary inner changes to grow and transform. And you've taken on this energy because you are such a deeply sensitive and empathic soul. For some of you, I'm getting that this might involve a parent. You may have a parent who feels a deep sense of failure or regret about something in their life. And as their child, you've absorbed this energy as a sense of responsibility to fulfill their unmet dreams or expectations. Rather than letting them do their own inner work to find fulfillment, you felt the need to take on that burden, trying to lead by example in hopes that it might somehow heal them or make things right. For others, this may resonate with a romantic situation. You might have been involved with someone who didn't treat you in the way you truly deserved, who made mistakes within your connection. And because you're so empathic, you extended them a lot of grace and understanding. I'm hearing that you gave them a lot of slack because you could sense that their actions were coming from a place of being unawakened from their own unhealed wounds. This person, whoever they are, seems to be carrying a lot of energetic baggage, particularly in their lower chakras, affecting their sense of security and their ability to form deep, intimate connections with others. This person might not have many close connections in their life, and I'm sensing that this stems from an inner child wound that has never fully healed. I'm picking up a strong masculine energy here. So if you're a divine feminine, this could be about a divine masculine who, because of that deep lower chakra wounding, may have made some mistakes, or even a series of mistakes, toward you. This wasn't just a one-time thing. I'm hearing that you forgave them multiple times, and yet they continued in those same patterns. This happened because they weren't doing the necessary inner work. And you kept forgiving them because you have this profound, empathic ability to see into the very heart and soul of others. You could see that beneath all the wounding, this masculine has a pure heart and immense spiritual potential because he is, in essence, a very ancient soul. However, in this lifetime, he took on a heavy load of karmic patterns, both for the collective and, I'm seeing, for a family lineage as well. It's as if his soul had a plan with you, but didn't anticipate the intensity, the weight of the karmic lessons he chose to carry. This burden was heavier than he expected, and it's weighed him down significantly in this incarnation. I'm sensing that this masculine became very stuck in these cycles, feeling deep regret over his actions. Yet he has this tendency, energetically speaking, it's not even a conscious act, of projecting this regret and pain outward because he hasn't yet fully engaged in his inner work. He is beginning to awaken, starting to connect the dots about what's happening within him, but he's only just scratching the surface. And for you, Divine Feminine, this has been incredibly challenging. You're already deeply empathic, but with this person, because of the profound bond you share, whether it's spiritual, a soul tie, or something else, you absorb his energy, his sense of failure, regret, and pain more intensely than you do with anyone else. This is why you keep feeling him pulling on your energy, as if he's weighing you down. Yet, despite all of this, you still have so much love and admiration for him. You see his potential, the light within him, and that makes it all the more challenging to navigate these energies. Here we have the Inner Earth card in reverse, which represents a masculine energy that is beginning to open the door to his own spiritual awakening, but is still heavily weighed down by unresolved wounds and dense, unprocessed emotions. This is likely the same masculine who has come up earlier in this reading, someone deeply connected to you. Alongside this, we have the Star Keeper card in the upright position, which speaks to the Divine Feminine's role in staying grounded, staying centered, and reclaiming her full power and presence. When I talk about reclaiming your power from this masculine energy, it's not about forcefully taking something back. That doesn't quite capture the essence of what's happening here. Energetic dynamics can be so difficult to put into words because they often transcend our physical language. Many of you who are energetically sensitive or who channel these energies through words, music, or art understand how challenging it can be to express these feelings accurately. What I mean by reclaiming your power isn't about cutting ties or creating a distance. It's about recentering yourself, recalibrating your energy, and shifting your focus back to where it truly belongs. Within your own soul, your own heart space. It's about aligning with your own energy and allowing the masculine to do his own inner work in his own time. What your guides want you to understand is that this isn't about pushing or pulling away. It's about recalibrating and recentering your energy. Shift the focus back to yourself, your purpose, your passions, whatever brings you joy and fulfillment, whatever you came to this planet to do. Focus on finding your inner peace and nurturing your self-love. by choosing to realign your energy in this way, others around you, especially if they are not yet awakened, might perceive this as selfish. Not every masculine energy I'm channeling here will react this way, but those who are still very unawakened may feel triggered by your decision to recenter yourself. However, what you will notice over time is that this masculine energy will start to mirror your actions. They will begin their own process of recentering and recalibrating, allowing the door to their spiritual awakening to continue to open. This happens because the connection between you and this person is incredibly strong, so strong that it might drive you a little crazy at times. You are so energetically intertwined that you both feel everything from one another. That's why the dynamics of pushing them away or pulling them close don't work. Whether you're trying to push toward them or pull away, it ends up bouncing back into this cycle of fear, anxiety, and desperation. Now, I'm not quite sure why, but I feel very guided to share this right now. By the way, another card just came out, the Starseed card. Clarity of purpose, alignment, inner knowing. Divine Feminine, I'm seeing you embodying this starseed energy. What you might find is that you need to use your inner wisdom and intuition to override some of the emotional patterns that are still lingering. This might sound a bit strange, but let me try to explain what I'm feeling here. As you shift your focus and recalibrate your heart center in connection with this masculine, you might find yourself encountering some old echoes of fear, anxiety, or desperation. But it's crucial that you hold on to your clarity, your foresight, and that deep, heart-centered confidence. You need to stand firm in making the right decisions for yourself, even if it means being selfish in a way. Giving yourself the permission to receive love, to have your needs met, to be cared for in the same way you so naturally care for others. It's about making choices that support your own well-being, even if they challenge those lingering fears and anxieties. This is especially important as you step into this new path, this new timeline you're creating for yourself. I felt this was something someone needed to hear today. Now we have the activated Earth card showing up, and with this card, your guides are reminding you to trust where you're led. You're exactly where you need to be. When it comes to recentering and recalibrating, they're saying, remember, you are here to live a human experience. You chose to come to Earth to explore, to adventure, to love, to feel pleasure, and to fully embrace your humanity. I'm feeling a wave of emotion here because I sense that for some of you, particularly the Divine Feminine, you may have believed that to be spiritual enough, you had to deny your humanity. You might have thought you needed to stay in situations where love wasn't reciprocated or where things felt unbalanced in the 3D, thinking that enduring this was somehow part of your spiritual path. You might have felt pressured to let go of your passions or joys, feeling they weren't spiritual enough or were too chaotic. I'm also picking up on an energy of toxic positivity around some of you, perhaps from people in your life who tried to spiritually bypass their pain, covering it with a forced layer of positivity. This kind of energy doesn't allow for true healing, as it doesn't encourage you to feel and process your real emotions. Instead, it keeps you in cycles of superficial highs, followed by sinking back into deep, unresolved pain and stagnant energy. Your guides want you to understand that being spiritual isn't about rejecting your human side. It's about integrating all aspects of yourself, body, mind, and soul. It's about feeling all your emotions deeply so you can heal and move forward on your path. As you embrace this new timeline, nourish all parts of yourself and trust that every step you take is leading you exactly where you are meant to go. And I'm feeling that someone I'm connecting with here, you haven't fully given yourself the permission to embrace the beautifully messy, sometimes chaotic, emotion-filled aspects of being human. There's something about your emotions, the way you feel so deeply, that actually fuels your passion and your unique gifts. Yet you've held back from experiencing the full range of emotions, from allowing yourself to fully indulge in your own pleasure, your own material, and physical joys. I'm not sure exactly who this message is for, but I feel very strongly that it's time for someone listening to give themselves permission to balance the spiritual with the practical, to find harmony between the spiritual and the material. You are being called to truly honor your physical body, to let yourself experience pleasure, to enjoy connection, and to revel in the physical experiences that life has to offer. Understand that this is what your spiritual awakening journey here on earth is truly about. If your path were meant to be neat, glossy, and perfect on the surface, you wouldn't have chosen to incarnate here on earth. And you certainly wouldn't have chosen to come into a body that is here to transmute so much energy. Energy for your family, for your community, or even for the collective. You chose this journey. You chose to undergo this wonderfully messy, chaotic, adventurous incarnation on Earth because it is through this experience, through feeling everything deeply, that you are healing. Through all of this, you are continuing to awaken spiritually. This is what it's all about. I don't know who needed to hear this, but I can feel that someone's guides were very intent on getting this message across today. Embrace the full spectrum of your humanity and know that this is your path to growth and enlightenment. Wow, this feels like such a beautiful place to close the reading. I can feel that someone really needed this message today. Remember, you are here to embrace the full range of your human experience, the joy, the chaos, the emotions, the pleasures. This is your journey, and it's perfect in all its imperfections.